Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch on this 03.18.2024. Current time is 0608 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. This Monday morning, yes, it's Monday, and I'm dry. And I did stay up. I went to bed early last night, but I'm running a little late. Let's pass the top of the hour. We do have the morning coffee. Raise it to you all. I'll be sucking this stuff down. Mm, mm. Oh, that tastes good. 3:44. But we're getting our day started here. I'm just sort of lollygagging. It's Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch. Rich Robert, at Fireman Rich over there on X. I'm also there on Yo Tim Fan. Good morning, my friend, coming in from Michigan. At Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social. Gotta look at the card. Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, at Fireman Rich on those three platforms, and the real Fireman Rich over on the public Facebook. And we're getting our day started here. And we have Tim Fan in the house. I hope you had a good weekend, Tim. We had a good weekend. It just, I went to bed. Man, I shut everything down here at the computer desk at about like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I mean, it almost felt like last night I had reached the end of the internet. Have you ever had one of those moments? I says, oh, okay, I'll go out and I'm sitting there watching the missus was watching her Sunday evening show with the house. They renovate houses and stuff like that. And I think I fell asleep on the couch. I just decided to go to bed. I slept a little bit and I woke up and I went to bed. It was about 9 o'clock when I went to bed. I did say that. That's probably the earliest in quite some time, a little bit here, at least the last month and a half that I've gone to sleep that early and stuff. And I woke up at my regular time this morning about 5 o'clock, 5 to 5, about an hour and 10 minutes ago, hour and 15 minutes ago. And okay, the big screen's on. And I guess it's just shuffling around. Uh-oh. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We gotta... I'm hearing something. Oh, you know what? It might be... It's the phone over here in the corner, as far as that goes. And let's see. How's our stream doing? Let's see. We're good there. And stream is doing good there. I think I got tired out yesterday. I ended up watching Spider-Man Goes Home, the one with the 3 Spider-Mans. I caught it as it was already after the first half hour, 45 minutes of it, and I watched that. Went into Doctor Strange, the multiverse and stuff like that. And I'd seen that one before. I said, I hadn't seen that one. I had seen it before. So I guess I got a little tired out watching those movies. The one movie I did watch this weekend on TV that was really good was not the animated version, but the regular version. It's a Disney movie, I know. It was on FX. Is the real person actress of Mulan. I was impressed with that. I was pretty impressed with that movie. It was I like Mulan. That's one of the movies I like. It's Disney, I know, but it's a good story. It's before I guess I was still liking Disney and stuff, but it is a good movie. But it was the first time I've seen the one with real actors and stuff, and I thought that was really it was well presented. I thought staying close to the original. Of course, it's not like they're recreating and remaking the old Disney movies and changing it up and But the Mulan movie was good, so I was watching a little bit of TV. I have yet to catch up on the fourth episode of Halo. I got to do that today. I've been putting that off and stuff like that. I am caught up on the series that I'm watching right now on FX is what is it? Shogun. Shogun. It's John Carville's novel. There, I read the book and saw the original uh, production of it back in the early '80s. It's a series, and John Blackthorne, Angie's son, is an Englishman trapped over there in England, and or over in Japan, I should say, and so it's a pretty good series. So. And good morning, Tina. Good morning. Raise my coffee cup to you. Go get your coffee, girl. I got on my head there. Oh, that's just where my things meet. My creases in my head. But man, I am sucking this down. And we're only what 9 minutes, 10 minutes into the broadcast. So I had a fairly decent weekend and stuff. I hope you all had a good weekend. We did a lot of broadcasting. It seems like I guess what it is coming on Twitch. It's sort of, how can I put it? It seems like a long time since I've been on Twitch, because after this weekend I was strictly on Rumble, and for those folks here on Twitch and over there on YouTube, where I repurpose this all, there's my Rumble channel at Fireman Rich. We broadcast. We had the Saturday edition, and then the Sunday edition. I keep checking for you, but to be on this morning, I kept checking for you. Yeah, I'm running a little late there, Tina. I'm usually on about quarter of. Yeah, so I was dragging a little bit. So I just got on here 10 minutes ago, about 5 minutes after, so that's I'm just dragging this Monday morning and stuff. I went to bed early last night though, and as far as that goes, so thank you that you kept on checking. It's Monday, exactly, it's Monday, and I'm feeling it a little bit, so like I said, I had a good weekend, just early to bed last night, but sort of dragging, getting things going here this morning, and but we're up nonetheless for a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. So, but I did the Saturday and Sunday weekend editions of the morning coffee on Rumble, which I'm doing. I had fun. It's good. I was up. I only did a short one yesterday, and this might be a short one because I don't have that much to present. It's Monday. We have our normal 100 years ago from Friday I can play. I played that already on Rumble. And then I was almost going to play it again yesterday, figuring I played it. And then we have the Monday motivation also. Though, at least those two, we have those. I think I have. We're going to go over the NCAA March Madness and stuff. There is a bracket and whatnot. But currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it is 36 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 2 degrees Celsius this morning. It's didn't feel cold here. A beautiful weekend though. As far as a little cool yesterday, but for all intents and purposes, very nice weekend. I need to get out instead of sitting here at this computer desk and do a few things outside. It's looking at least put out we've had some good weather here this last week or so with the sun, and I have yet to put this. Solar panels out. I got to get those out. But today we're going to have cloudy with snow showers. No. That's not going to happen. The temperature, it's 36 degrees, maybe higher levels. Mainly during the morning, high around 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is comfortable. Winds out of the west by northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of snow 60%. Are you serious? Let me check the 10-day on that. Is that on the graph? Let's see. No, I don't see it on the graph. They do have some possible snow Tuesday. Well, that's because the temperature dropped below 30. Okay, I could see that. If the temperature's dropping below 30. So we're still in March. We're still going to get those um, 30 degree degrees Fahrenheit temperatures. So, but let's see. The sun is going to be rising this morning at 7:12, which is in about um, 54, 55 minutes. It's still dark out there. And we did get a little rain this weekend too, a little rain. And let's see, 7:12 a.m. the sun will be rising, and the sun will be setting at 7:16 p.m. So we're getting more than 12 hours of daylight at this point, as far as that goes. And we just went. Of course, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. It's a day I didn't wear green, but we did have corned beef. We did have a corned beef dinner with potatoes and carrots, no cabbage this time, and 5 ads. Okay, Tina, 5 ads. Are they over with? Yep, they're over with. Okay. Not apologizing for the ad. That's Twitch. You got to take that up with Twitch. Yeah, as far as that goes, it's 5 ads to start out with on any broadcast you go to. If you don't subscribe, I don't want you to subscribe. Just sit through the ads. That's fine. You know, subscribing, you're giving money, but this way, at least you're not. It's just your little time and stuff like that, and you're already spending a little time to talk to this knucklehead. So, just try and bear with the ads, okay? As far as that goes, I normally pause when I see it coming up and stuff like that. And Tim's saying good morning to Tina, and I think Tina said good morning to Tim there a little bit. Yeah, good morning. As far as that goes, so the days are getting longer, and the weather is getting. I might have to pull out the lawnmower here this week or next week, end of this week or next week, as far as just to get it going and stuff. Grass isn't really growing, but it's getting green. It's getting green out there. So, our thought for the day, or no, let me back up. Our world times and temperatures starting in. See, it's a Monday. I almost skipped over the times and temperatures, and I got the things right here. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:20 a.m. This early morning there in Honolulu, just starting their day. Cloudy with some clearing, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona. It's clear skies in Phoenix, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago at 5:20 a.m. It is 28 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. In New York City, the jungle, it's 6:21. 6:21 also here in the southern tier of upstate New York currently too. But New York City, cloudy skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean in Cork, Ireland at 10:21 a.m. 45 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, we have cloudy skies with some sun. 11:20 a.m. in the late morning there. 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Backing up to New Jersey, where Tina is from. She's just giving us temperature 45 degrees down in New Jersey. Wow, you're a little bit warmer than we are. Good for you. High of 51 today. Cool. Let's see, in Kuala Lumpur at 6:22 p.m. in their early evening. Sunny skies, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 7:22 p.m. in the evening. There, clear skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Australia, the continent country, in the great country of Australia, Melbourne, Australia at 9:22 p.m. in the evening. Clear skies, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. But over in Sydney, to the east of Melbourne, Sydney, Australia at 9:22. Cloudy skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a thought for the day. It's from our very first president of these United States, George Washington, who was an American founding father, military officer, a great leader for during the American Revolution, a politician who spent his first, he served as the first president of the United States from 1789 to 1797. and we have a good quote from him. I always enjoy quotes from George Washington. He's after Abraham Lincoln, he's my next favorite president. They're great. They're great guys. They get great stories. Happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind than the externals in the world. You can have everything in the world, but if you're not happy up here, it doesn't matter. So you got to be happy with yourself, in a manner of speaking. What he's saying, that's back when they didn't have diddly squat. I said it, diddly squat. Back in the day, it's just our modern times here. We have a whole lot to be thankful for, and I'm thankful every day as far as that goes. So happiness depends more upon the internal frame of a person's own mind than on the externals in the world. But the thing is, externals, they do help. They do help. If you suddenly, I don't know, I checked. I got a couple tickets for the Powerball. I guess it was over 600 million, and I didn't get anything for the Mega. I think the Mega was up there too. When I see it gets up over over 500, 600, that's when I buy a ticket. I didn't get, but if you win that, ooh man, my mind's going to be very happy. It does have a little effect if you're already a happy person and you get to happy. But I don't know, maybe if you're not too happy, but let's just say that always helps. I guess I always go there because it's an easy one to. But we do have a lot of things to be thankful for, and for me, it's primarily family and friends, and I can't say coworkers because I don't work now. It's just I've been retired for 11 months now. 11 months, wow, coming up on a year. That's something. I've had nothing and was happier. Oh, there we go too. It's up here too. Okay, you're content with your surroundings and stuff like that. And I think for the most part, I've been in situations where I've seen people have more than what I have, but I'm still happy. I'm happy. I make do with what I have, and I can see when I was growing up, I didn't really have much compared to the next door neighbor's kids and stuff like that. But I made do with what I had and stuff, and I had fun. I was just real fortunate. I had some good friends that shared. That's something, I really remember that in my childhood. I did have some very good friends, and a couple of them I talked about. I met a week from yesterday, last Sunday. They were heading up to Rochester to visit their older brother, who is a very good guy. My older brother's a good friend, but the younger brothers there, I was good friends with them, and we shared things when we were kids and stuff like that. The primary thing being our friendship, and it still continues. And one brother I hadn't seen in years and stuff, and it was like yesterday. We looked a lot older, but it was like yesterday. We're talking about how we were kids and all that and stuff. So it's good memories there. So it doesn't take a lot to be happy, as far as that goes. And memories are precious, as far as that's going. That's why you're happy, Tina. You got some good memories of your kids and stuff growing up and stuff. I would imagine. Just you don't have to have physical things to be happy. Good memories are worth their weight in gold. And you say, well, how can you weigh a memory? So Tony D, salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start to the day. Tony says good morning. Good morning to Tony. there you go, Tony. The missus says good morning, and glad to have you here. I hope you had a good weekend. You were a little scarce this weekend. I saw you. I threw Tony and also our good friend Ted Hicks a few posts this weekend, and FOD walk. Okay, the old FOD. For those people that don't know what a FOD walk is, it's very important to do when you work around aircraft. A FOD work. The word FOD means foreign object damage. I used to do those FOD walks, and Tony's say good morning to Tina and Tim. I used to do those FOD walks when I was in the Air Force. We would have to help out doing FOD walks if they needed extra people from the fire department and stuff on the parking ramps and stuff like that. And you pick up little pebbles and stuff like that. One little pebble can do hundreds of thousands of damage to an aircraft engine, a jet engine, and stuff like that. So those are important. But Tony is with us. He's in and out. But I did send him and Ted Hicks a couple things that we have some news. I said last week about Russell Wilson going to the Steelers, but he's going to be joined by Justin Fields. Boy, did that surround me. I had to do a runway one year. Oh my God. I never did a runway. I always did the parking ramps, or else out in front, sometime we had this one assistant chief. He wanted us to do a FOD check out in front of the fire station and stuff. I said, aircraft don't come through here. He said, well, it could blow off into the out into the taxiway there where the fire station had an access to. So I never did a runway, though we had to be aware of things on the runway because we did barrier checks on the weekends when we would switch to engine FOD. Yeah, exactly. But those are very important for the folks that are watching this. A FOD walk is very important. It seems like mundane, but it is important when you look at the overall, because there has been some damage, and I've seen damage firsthand and up and close and just a little pebble. I'm looking, it's like, really? It's like, yeah, it gets rattling around in that engine turbine, and it can really screw it up. So enjoy your FOD walk there, Tony. But yeah, I sent Tony. I tagged Tony and Ted there on some news that Justin Fields, who's the Chicago Bears, he's going to be joining Russell Wilson. So Pittsburgh is just looking great as far as in this draft. They are they're sucking the news out of all the other. Well, Kirk Cousins, of course, we knew he was going there. There's already people squawking he's getting too much money. He's getting what if Atlanta's going to pay for it. It's just like when Russell Wilson went from Seattle to Denver. You can't blame Russell Wilson for the amount of money he was able to garnish. That's on the team. And then it's coming out all this crap that, he wasn't that good of a player and stuff like that. I'd say look at his stats. He was, he's a good quarterback, or else he wouldn't have been, Pittsburgh wouldn't have picked up on him and stuff like that. So it's just how you slice and dice the commentary and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to Pittsburgh having a very successful year. Of course, they're in a very competitive division. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? We did National Day today. Let's see. We have a couple. Of course, yesterday being St. Patrick's Day, that was an automatic. And the only other one for yesterday was Corned Beef Day. Corned beef. Let's see. We have National Biodiesel Day. Okay. National Supreme Sacrifice Day. There's military folks right now that are sacrificing, and we never forget those that have sacrificed their own life, and those that are still missing, that we are still looking for. Then we have National Awkward Moments Day. Ooh, okay. I don't know. There's two foodie ones. I don't know what to say. You got National Lacy Oatmeal Day, Oatmeal Cookie Day. I like a good oatmeal cookie, but I tell you, this National Sloppy Joe Day. That Sloppy Joe is looking really good. Wow. I don't know. What do we go for, Tina? I'm perplexed. I know a good cookie's good, but a good Sloppy Joe. I'm gonna go with National Sloppy Joe Day. How's that go? Yeah, just hashtag National Sloppy Joe Day. I already made the decision. The picture just, if you could see the pictures, I could predict. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, we always have the food, the sweets. So there's a good sloppy. I like a good cheeseburger, but there's nothing like having a good Sloppy Joe. No matter how you make this hot sandwich on March 18th, celebrate National Sloppy Joe Day. The Sloppy Joe is one of Americans' all-time favorite hot sandwiches, and I have to agree. I like it. It's good. That's how we got pulled pork. I think we had the Sloppy Joe before pulled pork. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong in that. Its basic ingredient is often ground beef, and I tell you, we've been getting the ground beef from the last couple visits we made. I like my cocoa wheats. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the cocoa wheaties. Yeah, there we go. But the ground beef that we've been having here at the house, the last couple times we've got it up at BJ's. I think one time she got it at the supermarket. Boy, what a difference! We had some hamburgers Friday night and some cheeseburgers, and oh my God, they were good. The meat just tasted. There's something about their meat. It just tasted fresh and tasted like a good hamburger, a restaurant hamburger the missus made up. However, others use turkey and buffalo. Buffalo, wow. Yes, good beef there. Yeah, I totally agree, Tina. That the beef is fantastic. I mean, we've gotten it there the two times we've been up there. Well, we've been up there what 4 times now, but two of the times we've gotten. I mean, a big package that lasts a while. I make hamburger. You're making hamburger tonight? Yeah, hamburger tonight. However, and for sloppy joes, people use turkey and buffalo. You can get buffalo meat. I tried a little and onions. I tried. Oh, nasty shit. Tim saying he says he's Oh, liver and onions. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That is. I'm not. No, no, not for me. I don't like buffalo. I've never tried buffalo, so I don't. I don't know. That's sort of unusual. I'll take the ground beef. That's good. The other elements give its flavor though: onions, tomato sauce, brown sugar, cola, and maple syrup, and sweeten it with seasons to spice it. And of course, any secret ingredient familiar may add other add over the years. All of it served up on a hamburger bun, and you gotta have a fresh hamburger roll, bun or roll. And it's even, and is it even sloppy? Be sure to grab more than one napkin, and yeah, that's a tall tale sign that you have a good sloppy Joe. And Tim says yuck, lots of laughing on the buffalo. Yeah, I don't know if I did. I don't think I'd try buffalo. I don't know. I want them to roam the range. But let's see. So sloppy Joe today. So let's see. Um, Geez, I need to get coffee, more coffee already. Let's see. Tomorrow will be a Mixcloud day. I'll be doing the Tioga Radio Show over there on Mixcloud, where I play a retired firefighter doing the radio thing on this thing called the internet, playing the Want to Be Radio DJ, remembering playing and listening to the oldies of rock and roll, past and new, and the newest of today's rock and roll playing, which it's hard to find if it is rock and roll, I guess, as far as that goes, and listening to music um, on this cloud called Mixcloud, of good listening music that simply pops. And I have two pages. The original page has 212 shows, and I'm not sure what I'm up to. Uh, because I couldn't on the second page because they changed their whole format. I don't want to put all 212 broadcasts I have on the original Mixcloud Tauga Radio Show page in draft to be able to use that page. I want to leave that up there because that's some good music up there. I started a second channel and I can keep up 10, so I keep up 10. And let's see, how many do I have up there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. So the November ones I will put back in a draft. I'll give me 2 spots for the next for tomorrow and one more time. So when I get up to 10, I always drop those last 2. So it's a rotating page basically of music. I'm not as particular on those 212 episodes that I did on the original Tioga Radio Show Mixcloud page. There's only a handful of songs that are repeated. On this page, I think I've been repeating a couple songs 2 or 3 times. I don't keep track like I did on the first page, but it's still fun just to do. So it's over there on Mixcloud. The page I'm on is mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. Okay, and there's a link to the 212. The If you go to Rich Roberts, that's the original page. That's the original page. It's 212. You want to go to Richard M. Roberts as far as that goes. I couldn't. I think I got Fireman Rich, but I didn't want to use that. I used my real name. I started using my real name when I did the Mixcloud. So there we go. So Mixcloud tomorrow, and then the audio. Hey, Helen, leggy from Scotland. Good morning. How you doing? Glad to have you here, girl. Coming in from Scotland. Let's see. On our good news in history, Frank Sinatra made his first recording, a song called "Our Love," and with the Frank Maine Band back in 1939. Everybody say good morning to Helen, as far as she's coming in from Scotland. We hope you had a good weekend, Helen. Let's see. Singer-songwriter Wilson Pickett, whose best known hit are in the Midnight Hour, which is co-wrote, and Mustang Sally was born in 1941. Oh, okay, I know who that is. Mustang Sally. And let's see, South African voted for political reform to end apartheid. I thought they ended apartheid back in 1992. And back in 2005, the first ever Muslim Friday prayer led by a woman in a mixed-gender New York mosque marked a break in the 1,426-year Islamic tradition in 2005. That's here in the United States. I don't think that would happen over there in the Middle East. Of course, it's Ramadan, where they fast. There's a fasting in the day, and I guess during the nighttime they can eat. As far as that goes, there's a basketball player. I forget what college he's on. Is it University of Connecticut? He's Muslim, and I guess the games. I don't know if it was Connecticut, but he can't eat during the day, so he can't. He's going into the basketball game playing, and well, it's just before the start of the game because it's time. They juice him up with some electrolytes and all that and stuff like. The kid is a really good basketball player, but got my hats off to him. He's staying true to his faith and stuff like that, which is commendable. Let's see, what else do we got here? And it's something about rugby, but we're not going to talk about that. 362 years ago today, the first public transportation service in the world began in Paris. Described as carriages, which would always make the same journey and would always leave at schedule for 5 cents. They're called the 5-cent coach. Were pulled by 4 houses, staffed by a driver and a valet, at the cost of 5 souls, 5 cents. The service was developed, promoted, and organized by the mathematical and philosopher Blaise Pascal, with 5 routes linking multiple historical quarters of Paris. The one new service was met with positive reception by the general public. This is back in 1662. Mass transit started. There we go. Let's see, on the AP side. In 1965, the first spacewalk took place as Soviet cosmonaut Alex Leonov went outside his, they call them the Voshug 2 capsule, secured by a tether. So a first spacewalk. Back in 1974, I remember this. Most of the Arab oil production nations ended their 5-month-old embargo against the United States that had been sparked by American support for Israel in the Yom Kippur War. I think that was against Egypt and stuff. But the oil embargo, it had an impact because we weren't really producing most of our oil back then, which we could have and should have, but we depended mostly on Saudi Arabia, or the Middle East there, Saudi Arabia, I guess, and they imposed an oil embargo, and we had a gas shortage, and it was bad. There was cars lined up. I remember as a kid, I was in high school. I was just starting high school in '74, or I was in high school, and I can remember my father having those gas cans in the back of his car when it was his turn to heat gas up, and I didn't really. This is before. You remember that too, Tina? Yeah, that was odd even days and stuff like that, and those lines. Oh my God. And let's see. In 2017, Chuck Berry, rock and roll founding guitar hero and storyteller behind such classics as Johnny B. Good, Sweet Little 16, and Roll Over Beethoven, passed away at the age of 90 years old. God bless you, Chuck Berry, and Godspeed, sir. Um, oh, here's something that's innovative. This is, I don't really, it's history, but it's just the U.S. and Canada agreed to temporarily close their shared border to non-essential travel in the early days of coronavirus pandemic. Of course, the southern border was wide open. Uh, okay, we closed our border with Canada. Big effing deal. Really? Canada? Yeah. Who wants to? I don't see people coming from Canada here, trying. I'm just joking because that's what has become. Our southern border is a real joke here in the United States. Straight up. I could say it in a comical sense. And that's one of the things, I guess, with Rumble, where I was this past weekend doing the what I'm now calling the weekend edition of the coffee broadcast. It's my second weekend I've been doing this. I almost missed Saturday. I said, wait a minute, I was supposed to do the weekend edition, and I like doing it because I can let my hair down a little bit more over there. So I'm relaxed here, but there's some things I talk about. Like yesterday, we talked about TikTok, and I presented some things. I wouldn't do that here on Twitch, as far as that goes. And if I was on YouTube Live, I wouldn't do that. Rumble, I can. Rumble, I can be a little more outspoken. I try and be not totally outspoken. I'm just a tad little bit more than here, but I can present. But we talked about. I talk in general here about the TikTok thing, but I sort of express a little bit more so my opinion over on Rumble because Rumble is a safe place as far as to express your. We're safe here, but you got to be. They got terms of agreement, and there's and I respect that for Twitch. Okay, I'm not knocking it and stuff like that. I had a spring weekend clean out, Tina said. Oh, okay. Hey, Big Juice 757. Steve, how you doing? Coming in from Ohio. Hey, Rich, what's slapping? What's happening? Well, we're getting our day started on this Monday, and I'm dragging. I had a lot of good sleep, but I'm just dragging for some reason this morning. I think I got to get another cup of coffee in a few minutes here. Let's go ahead. We're doing the history. Let's go ahead and do, before I take a break. We'll slap into to use Big Juice's term. Our 100 years ago from Friday. What was Friday? March 15th. I know Tina's just waiting for this. Let's see, where is it? 100 years ago. Let's see, view tab. Let's see how this looks. And we got to do it quick. We got an ad break in a minute and a half, so stand by, folks. Here we go.
Tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, the new First Christian Church at the corner of Grand Boulevard and Schiller Street will be formally dedicated this Sunday. A groundbreaking ceremony will be held on Easter Sunday for the new St. Paul's Lutheran Church to be built at the corner of Main and Baker Streets in Johnson City. A member of the Binghamton Police Department was dismissed from the department this morning for neglect of duty. It was discovered that he left his post on Clinton Street to play cards at a nearby establishment. And finally, 50 barrels of beer plus a large quantity of bottled beer that was all seized in a raid recently has now disappeared from the storage shed where it was being held. Federal prohibition agents are investigating the theft. And that was the news 100 years ago.
Tonight we continue.
We had the ads, so let's see, 3 ads. They have more. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Tina. You missed it. No, we're gonna replay. You didn't miss it, Tina. I'm replaying it. Okay. If you missed it, I'm replaying it. Okay, on your because it's funny. Let's see. Just I should have waited. As soon as I started it, I can replay. Believe me, we can replay it, Tina. And it is. Don't worry about it. We can replay it, okay? I'm going to replay this, and I'm just backing up at 3 ads. You didn't miss it. We're going to be playing it, okay? I can do that. That's how. Okay. You're welcome, Tina. You're more than you're one of the regulars here. So for the regular viewers in the chat, believe me, I'm going to more than accommodate. But I'm going to back up because you like that. We did that once before. I got the worst timing. Okay, so we're gonna replay this 100 years ago. But Big Jew says Rich was in the pub on St. Patrick's Day dancing on the bar table. Back in my younger days, Steve, yes. Now, no. I did have a beer yesterday. 1 beer. I'm just a 1 beer guy now. I don't do that. I don't suck those beers down like I used to back in my younger day, many moons ago. Okay. Hey, Jim Figerty, you are live here in Ireland. Lots of laughs on the screen. Oh, let's check out Jim. Let's check him out. He says we're well. Let's while I put that up. Here's 100 years ago today. A second time.
Tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, the new First Christian Church at the corner of Grand Boulevard and Schiller Street will be formally dedicated this Sunday. A groundbreaking ceremony will be held on Easter Sunday for the new St. Paul's Lutheran Church to be built at the corner of Main and Baker Streets in Johnson City. A member of the Binghamton Police Department was dismissed from the department this morning for neglect of duty. It was discovered that he left his post on Clinton Street to play cards at a nearby establishment. And finally, 50 barrels of beer plus a large quantity of bottled beer that was all seized in a raid recently has now disappeared from the storage shed where it was being held. Federal prohibition agents are investigating the theft. And that was the news 100 years ago.
A member of the Binghamton Police Department was dismissed for neglecting duty. Discovered that he was playing cards. He was probably also drinking the beer, part of the 50 barrels of beer and large quantity of bottled beer that was stolen in the raid. It was disappeared from the storage shed. So, that was a big crime back then. You like that one? Okay, we're gonna let's see here. We got Jim Figerty. He says we're live. Let me go ahead and bring this down here. Stop sharing, and we are live. He's got us. See ya. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Hi, Jim. I got you up on the big screen. How you doing, sir? Let's bring up the volume here. It's going to be a little bit of a delay.
One on screen. There we go.
See, he's up on the big screen. There he is, Jim Figerty. He's waving back. So good to have you, Jim, on the broadcast here. He's coming in from over there in Ireland. Jim Figerty on Twitch. Check him out, folks. Jim Figerty. He's a good guy. Let's see. Rich gets excited when Lem's here. Oh, yeah, Big Juice. I do. He's a good guy.
It's very slow.
We have a little delay, though, Jim, just to let you know, on the big screen. It's delayed by at least, I think, 10, 15 seconds. I love doing this, though. Jim on broadcast here. He's coming in from over there in Ireland. Jim Figerty on Twitch. Check him out, folks. There you go. We love Jim. Jim is a great guy. He's a great guy. We enjoy him. A good surprise on this. I'm dragging Jim. This is a dragging Monday, as far as that goes. But we appreciate you, Jim. And speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see. We go there. And mute that. We'll go to Jim's page and we'll bring Jim up. Jim has us up. He has us up on his page. Let's see. Let's see. And I'm trying to bring you up on the main screen here, Jim. So let's just see. I'm trying to bring you up on the main screen here, Jim. So while I take a break, we're going to have Jim up on the screen here. Let's see. On the comments there, Rich, be careful of the guy. Juice, lots of left. Jim loves pigeons. Oh, he loves pigeons. And he says, go for it, Rich. We'll all need those breaks. Yeah, I got to get a cup of coffee here. And good to see you again. Oh, yeah, it's always good to see you, Jim. I catch you, I guess, at the end of my broadcast. I need to be on your broadcast a little more, but I end my broadcast. Yeah, I know, Jim. Yeah, okay, yeah, Jim's letting us know. I just want, where the hell, oh, there it is. There's Jim Figerty. Let's bring him up on the big one.
What is it?
Okay, yeah, Jim's letting us know. I just want. Okay, so I'm that audio is coming off of my desktop right now. So let me bring Jim's screen. Let me bring Jim's screen. That audio is coming off of my desktop right now. So let me bring Jim's screen. Let me bring Jim's screen. That audio is coming off my desktop. Oh, right now, so, hang on. I always got to mute the delay. No, it's delayed, and I got to mute the tab. Let me bring Jim's screen. That audio is coming off my desktop. I always got to mute the delay. No, it's delayed, and I got to mute the tab. Let me bring Jim's screen. That audio is coming off my desktop. I had to mute the tab. The reverb is coming on Jim Figerty's side there. That is funny. Funny stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave you with Jim Figerty, and I'm going to go. Jim, I got you up on the board. If you want to talk to you can talk to mine. I'm going to go ahead and get some coffee. I'll be right back, folks. That is funny. Funny stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave you with Jim Figerty, and I'm going to go. Jim, I got you up on the board. If you want to talk to mine, you can talk to mine. I'm going to go ahead and get some coffee. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, I'm going to leave you with Jim Figerty, and I'm going to go. Jim, I got you up on the board.
I've had to turn down Rich's feedback. Both.
Yeah, Jim, I apologize for that. I had the the volume was up on the TV. I forgot to turn that down. So I got you on the screen. I'll be right back.
He's a good friend of Walt Hollick. That's how I know him. Uh, Chat and Riches, can you hear me? I know there's a big delay, probably 4 or 5 seconds. Oh yeah, I miss Walt. Yeah, I miss him. Oh, thanks, Tina. Thank you. Charlie, hello, hello, hello. One, two, three, four. Gosh, and you made them all yourself. Fair play, Kieran. Fair play. Uh, Rich's chat. If you see the top left of my screen, or can you see it? I don't know if you can or not. You probably see it, but I have a camera on my back front window staring out at my front. I have a camera on the back to look at the birds, and I have a camera on my dog in the sitting room, and I have a camera on me. Two years? Wow! Where's the time gone? What? Where has the time gone? Wait a second. If Rich is, I'll show my main screen. If Rich is sharing me.
Yeah, there's Jim Figgerty's
I'm
setup
sharing
there,
my main
folks.
screen just to show.
Yeah, I'm showing Jim Figgerty here on the big screen, and Jim, I can hear you with the delay. It's sort of a way of having you up on the broadcast, and I appreciate you having me up on your broadcast. My main screen just to show. Yeah, I'm explaining that right now, Jim. So I don't know if you're listening to me or whatever, but let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. As far as there's
the
Jim.
Dog, the house, and the garden.
Yeah, there's Jim Figgerty set up, as you can see.
I hope you're well, Charlie. Yeah. I'm being streamed to Ed US by Fireman Rich.
And we're watching Jim Figgerty's back door. Jim Figgerty, I tell you, my broadcasting improved watching this gentleman. As far as he's doing it, and especially, and we enjoy popping in on each other's feeds here. And one of these times, Jim, can you hear me, Jim? Can you hear me at all? I'm not sure if you can hear me. Those birds are big. Yikes! Yeah, my main screen just to show. I'd like to have him up here just to chit chat with him. But this is yep. There's his dog. I forget what his dog's name is. He always has a.
Oh no, Charlie, no.
As far as that goes, let's see. Do we have his? Oh, let's see what his chat. We'll put his chat in there too. Oh. See, even Jim has commercials. we got a commercial on Jim. Oh, okay. We're gonna leave it at that as far as that goes. And let me say thank you to Jim. Thanks, Jim. Liam. Okay, I had to send a sign off for him. He's getting the commercials there, and so we're gonna let the commercials run on his until we get back here. And let's see, catching up. Always welcome, Rich. Ours are a wee bit different, though. Yeah, they're a little bit different. And thanks. You had fun. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. I'm just catching up on the things here. Thanks, Jim. I need to stop in and see. Yeah, check Jim Figerty out. He's a great guy. He surprised me. We've done this before, and it's always a treat to be up on his broadcast. Jim Figerty, as far as that goes. And you can see I'm letting the commercials run on Jim's stream right now because he does get a few pennies from that, and they add up. And so you can see I get the ads as well and stuff like that. I'll sit back and get the ads, and we'll wait till those ads are done, and then we'll switch back to the thing there and stuff. But Tina is, I guess, going over to Hal Moss's, and it's always great sharing with Jim Figerty. He's a great guy as far as that goes. So we're at the 1 hour mark. And the missus is getting her breakfast ready. Hang on for just a minute. All right. So what do we got going here? We got Jim Figerty's back. So let's go ahead and we'll say ciao to Jim, and we'll slip this back over to the Fireman Rich morning broadcast, coffee broadcast. There we go. So we got that going. So let's see. We got another presentation here from Fox. We did 100 years, but this is a gentleman there, Bill Clark, for our Monday. What is it? Can I make this bigger yet? No, I got it. Where the hell's this? Okay, there it is. Okay, we got to make it bigger. There we go. We'll make it bigger. And that way we can present it in a proper manner. I'm getting used to this presenting as far as, I got the window over here, but the side bit and stuff like that, doing the video, if I make it larger, and you'll see when I present it here, that it's already bigger. Let's see, go to present. Monday motivation, we share that, and we bring it to the broadcast. There it is. See, it's already bigger. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and listen to the Monday
champion athlete,
motivation.
Professional strongman, inspirational speaker, and jiu-jitsu instructor Bill Clark to continue our Monday motivation segment. Bill, you've spoken about it before, people saying, I can't do this or I can't do that, but what are your thoughts on it?
Thanks, Alexis. Well, truthfully, sometimes they're right. I mean, look, there are always going to be things that we as humans just can't do. But aside from the obvious, I'm not a fan of that type of language. And I have a great story and example to show why. Just the other day, I had an athlete that told me her new goal was to deadlift 200 pounds. I asked her when she was planning to do it, and she said in May. I asked her why not today, and she said, I can't. I challenged her by saying, I think you can, but you'd have to make two very important adjustments. The first is in your technique. You have one flaw, and if you're willing to let me teach you how to overcome it, you'll get about a 20% increase in the number immediately, and that puts you well over the 200-pound objective. Better technique doesn't necessarily make you stronger, but it allows you to optimally demonstrate the strength you have. In other words, you don't need to get stronger to lift the 200. You need to become more efficient. Now, the second adjustment has to take place in your mind, and really, it's the most important, because if you think you can or can't, you've got to be right. So we spent some time working on optimal technical execution. As she got better, her belief and confidence did too. Remember, confidence and self-esteem are different. Confidence must be earned, and it comes from doing. After a few warm-ups with her adjusted technique and improved mindset, she said, Bill, I think you're right. I can do it. And you know what? She did, and rather easily too. Sometimes all it takes is a tiny adjustment in technique or lifestyle to make dreams come true. Sometimes you think, as my young athlete did, that you're a mile away, when in reality, you're just a fraction of an inch away. Sometimes small changes yield big results. And the moral of the story is the word can't should only be used in the right context, and it's almost never appropriate. Don't talk yourself out of the reality that could be yours. Instead, carefully examine all of your options and seek the advice of those who know more about what you're trying to do and that have your best interest at heart. And one more thing. Remember that there's a big difference between never and not yet. Stay the course, and I'll see you on top of Championship Mountain. Have a great week ahead. I'm Bill Clark. That's your Monday motivation. Stay strong in your pursuit of excellence, and God bless.
There he is, Bill Clark, our Monday motivation as far as that goes. He's a great guy. We appreciate him being here, and as far as that goes. And those two bits are always a pleasure to present on a Monday and stuff like that. We always get a laugh on the 100 years ago. And they're both off of, I have nothing to do with Fox 40. That's the local Fox channel that's up there in Vestal. The studio's up there in Vestal. I do watch the channel along with the local CBS channel and stuff like that. But I have nothing to do with them. But those two, I really enjoy those two segments that they present. And we have ads we have ads going again in 5 minutes here, folks. So let me see how the stream is going. Let's see. So that sort of threw me off, but I'm glad. It just, you never know what to expect from our good friend Jim Figerty, and what is it? I appreciate him coming in like that. That's fun as far as in the comments there. Let's see here. So, not a bad. I gotta say, Jim Figerty, he's a riot. He is a riot as far as that goes. And like I said, that's unexpected content there. That's what, as far as being live, expect the unexpected as far as that goes. So Jim Figerty, a great guy, and again, I encourage everybody to follow him. He's a great guy, and I enjoy him popping in like that. He is always welcome on this broadcast. And he's 70, or no, is he 72? I believe he's 72 years old as far as that goes. So, okay, we got to clean up. We got to clean up on aisle 3. We got a bot I got to take care of here. Let's see. We're gonna go for a walk this morning? Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, we took care of a bot there as far as that goes, folks. If I see one in the chat there, I'm gonna be okay. So again, I really appreciate Jim Figerty popping in the way he did there. It's always great having him. And we're on an ad break right now for 2 minutes, so I'm standing by here. I'm not sure. Tina's out here. Tony, he's in and out, so I don't know if Helen is still there. I don't know if she's seen the comments. And then Big Juice. Well, Big Juice, you probably see the comments because I don't. So we'll sort of hold tight here. Broadcast is doing pretty good. I found that gaming wise, as far as broadcasting, I'm not going to do the dual YouTube Twitch and Rumble when I broadcast the live stream game. The game is going to be individualized. I'm gonna try and get on sometime, maybe even today, this afternoon, on Rumble to just do a single game. I have restarted because it's a new season, PUBG Mobile, so I am playing that a little bit. I still like PUBG Battlegrounds for the PC. I think that's a better game between the two. I like that a little bit more, but I can't play rank because there's no American server that hosts rank play. You can play casual and regular play, which is pretty good play. But I just like seeing the rank. On casual play, it's just how many points you can get moving up your experience points. I like to do rank play because it's a little bit more challenging, I guess. But I am getting better. I noticed when I went back to PUBG Mobile, I had to reacquaint myself with some. But I'm getting some massive kills. So it's like I don't usually do that on PUBG Battlegrounds because it's hard. It is harder and stuff like that. But they're both fun games as far as that goes. But the new season started on PUBG Mobile, so I'm playing that a little bit casually. I'm not gonna go all out like I did in the this past summer. I think I made it up to A something. I was like in the top 10% of the people here on the American server and stuff like that as far as gameplay, which is just basically I played enough games to get me into that percentage. So I got 2 seconds, 1 second, and we're back from the commercial break. And let's see, and again, we're an hour and 10 minutes, 11 minutes into the broadcast, and I want to say the people that are over there on YouTube and Rumble, where the Twitch broadcast gets reposted over on those two platforms. I've been doing that since I've started doing this Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning coffee broadcast. The Rumble broadcast, the weekend edition, stays over on Rumble. So if you want to see the weekend edition of the coffee broadcast, you have to go over to my Rumble channel. And for those folks on Twitch and YouTube on the replay, I'm Fireman Rich on Rumble. So that's the weekend edition is strictly on Rumble as far as that goes. And I like Rumble. Rumble is a great place. Rumble is well worth. I had that void on a weekend of what am I want to do, and ad break ends. I thought we just got done with the ad break. So I'm talking to replay people, I guess. I thought the ad break ended. So, but so I do like being on Rumble. Rumble is a good place. Rumble is a good platform. It is. I'm going to dare to say that Rumble is as good as here on Twitch and YouTube. That's how much I like Rumble. So I'm going to stick with or try to stick with the. Yeah, I guess we are on a commercial break. Okay. I am going to stick with the broadcasting on Rumble on the weekends and stuff, and also do some gaming over there too, because Rumble is a good place. I'm getting the mechanics down on setting up the broadcast and starting it and all that, and it's well worth the time and effort to go ahead and be on that platform. So and there's a bunch of if you haven't checked out Rumble, just hit rumble.com and check. I don't have any affiliation with Rumble. I'm a broadcaster over there for my own self, and I'm a consumer of just like YouTube. Rumble has some great content over there as far as that goes, and it's a great platform. I loosen up a little bit. I get a little. I think on that channel, I feel comfortable to be a little political, so I can be a little political on there because I know the folks the folks over there on Rumble, they allow that. Okay, they're good people over there. Here on Twitch, I don't want to be too political or anything like that because let's face it, there's people sensitive to that. So Rumble is a little bit is an area where I can go, and if you watch the replay, it is what it is and stuff like that. Believe me, I'm not going to go spastic or anything like that. But we had a good conversation about. I had a good time as far as presenting some things concerning the recent TikTok. Is TikTok going to be banned? And I presented a couple of videos on that, and then the second video was pretty interesting because it was some opinions from a particular news channel that I thought would never. It's like, wow, that's a different way of looking at it. I could say, quite frankly, I'm leaning on the side that it needs to be banned if it doesn't get changed over to American hands and stuff like that. And that's not impinging on the freedom of speech or First Amendment rights or somebody's job. If somebody loses their job over, it's not. Is it really a livelihood from TikTok? You're making some money, okay, but if you're making money and if they ban it, it's because you can't blame the U.S. government. You got to blame China because China doesn't want to sell. You couldn't. The United States. I could say the United States. If you're a United States citizen, you can't go over in Japan and start a social media platform unless you got your ties to the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. Well, here it is. They're here, but go ahead and sell it to an American entity. That's what they need to do. So it's not really infringing. The U.S. government say, hey, we got these rules and regulations in our country, and both sides of the Democratic and Republican Party voted in favor overwhelmingly. That's what got my attention big time. That they get security briefings, intelligence briefings, and something spooked them. And some say, well, that's just a way they're trying to get control of something. I don't know. And then, and I'll just say this last part: China's saying the United States is bullying us into doing something we shouldn't be bullied to do. China saying they're being bullied. Yeah, right. We'll just leave it at that. But it's I had fun with that broadcast yesterday, presenting that, and I'm going to continue on the weekend and stuff like that. So it's a sort of a, the thing is, to be able to broadcast on Twitch, X Live, and now Rumble, I don't really do the YouTube bit. I repurpose over there on YouTube. I could, but I don't know. I don't really. I have more of a following here on Twitch, over there on Twitter, on X/Twitter, and I have a good follow. And this is what's really motivating. I have a good following, just starting out broadcasting over there on Rumble. Nobody's in the chat, but there's people watching. And the numbers indicate that. So it has propelled me to go ahead and make a real effort to go ahead and try to get a regular broadcast going on that platform. But the bottom line is, it's good to have all these options on broadcasting. It's very good. How you doing, Jack? How we doing, huh? Are you having a good morning this morning? Yeah, you giving me kisses and some bites there, some friendly bites, huh? Okay, good boy. Yeah. Shake your hand. Shake your kitty hand. There you go. Okay. Thank you very much. He's being nice this morning. That's Jack. He's visiting us here on that's his perch there, as far as that goes. And now that he's done that, he's leaving. Let's see. Last night in the NBA, let's go to the basketball, and we'll get into some more basketball that happened yesterday as far as some announcements. Starting, let's see, it would be, my thing comes up here. Let's see, it comes up, we're going to come up Friday, starting Friday night. Let's see, we had no action from the Nets, the Knicks, Nets, or the Celtics. But going into Saturday, the Nets lost to the Pacers. Brooklyn lost to the Pacers, and the New York Nets did not play on Saturday. I'm scanning it over twice because I always overlook. Oh no, Saturday. See, there it goes. Saturday, the Knicks did play. They beat the Kings, and I watched that game. That was a good game. Knicks are looking really good. The New York Knicks, they're up there. I think they're on the standings. They are. What are they? Let's see. In the standings, the New York Knicks are 4th. So they're up there. They're playing some good ball. They're 13 games behind the Celtics, but they're 4th place, so where they're definitely going to be in the playoffs. Let's see. For yesterday, Sunday, The Celtics beat the Wizards 130 to 104. They just keep on cruising. The New York Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, they lost to the San Antonio Spurs. And tonight we have the New York Knicks going against the Warriors. That'll be a good game to watch. The Warriors, they're coming on. They're over there in the Western Division. They're sitting right at number 9, right behind the Suns. They're let's see, 8, 9, 10. They're 3 games behind the Suns. The Thunders and Nuggets. They keep on changing places in that Western Division. So the Nuggets, the Denver, they're the winners from last year, trying to repeat. The New York Knicks play the Warriors, and then let's see, Tuesday night, the Brooklyn Nets go against the Pelicans. When do the Celtics play? Oh, they don't play until Wednesday night, so we'll talk about that Wednesday morning. Now, the big news, of course, is yesterday was the announcement of the NCAA. The NCAA championship. March Madness starts this week, as far as that goes. And in saying that, I'll have to say that we do have what is known and what is called, and everybody will be filling one of these out, is a bracket. And there's the bracket of players. You can see over on the left of this chart here, you got Connecticut playing. I'm going to just go down the Eastern first. You got ranked number 1 is playing number 16, University of Connecticut. They're trying to repeat. Stenson, I have no idea who Stenson is. And then you got the next game, FAU, have no idea who they are, against Northwest. Then you have San Diego against San Diego State against Auburn. I'll be rooting for Auburn. And let's see. Then the next game will be, what's UAB? That's not Auburn. Auburn's the next one. What's UAB? I'm not sure who UAB is. But then it's Auburn and Yale. And then after that is, what's Auburn? Auburn's number 4. That's pretty high up. I didn't realize they're that good in basketball. And then you have BYU against, I can't even pronounce that, Duquesne. Illinois against Moorehead State. And Washington State against Drake. And then Iowa State in South Dakota. I thought they had a two teams go against each other to make it. Okay. And then over in the South, you got Houston. I think that's who's going to win it all, Houston. Houston's going to, let's see who they have possibility playing. Nebraska and Texas A&M. Nebraska, okay, Wisconsin and James Madison. Duke, I can see Duke hooking up with Houston in the bracket right here to go for the South Championship. Then you have Texas Tech against North Carolina, Kentucky against Oakland, Florida. Okay, this is, I guess there's a match to where this has to be filled in. That's going to happen Tuesday. I thought they had one on over this side too. I guess they don't. I thought they had one on each side. So there's still pending on who's going to play Florida, and then they got Marquette and Western Kentucky. And then it's April 6th. That's when you have the Final Four championship. Oh, we have the Western Division. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the South. We got the West. We got 2 more divisions. I forgot about that. Okay, this is the West. The West is North Carolina. There's that other stuff. Because Tuesday, you have 4 teams filling these 2 empty spots there. 1 for Florida and 1 for North Carolina. This is the Western bracket. You got Mississippi against Michigan. St. Mary's against Grand Canyon. Alabama, they got a pretty good team against Charleston. Clemson against New Mexico. New Mexico won yesterday by the skin of their teeth. They won, close call. Then you got Baylor against Colgate. Dayton against Nevada, and then Arizona against Long Beach. And over in the Midwest, you got another one of those. Is there's more than one? I thought there's. Okay, you got two in this bracket. So, so we got a couple extra games that are playing Tuesday instead of 4. Maybe there's 8 games. We'll see. Let's see. Purdue playing somebody. Utah State playing TCU. Utah Gonzaga against McKnies. Kansas, that's the team I'm rooting for. I don't think Kansas is going to be doing much because they're hurt. They're banged up. But they're still ranked number 4 in their bracket. South Carolina against Oregon. Creighton against Akron. Akron's a pretty good team. They're a good college. They usually put on a good... they play good ball. And then Texas against somebody, and then Tennessee. What about these somebodies? Oh, okay. This is the first 4. These are the games Tuesday to fill those spots. They got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Tuesday, which is tomorrow, these are going to be the games that start off the March Madness. You got Boise State against Colorado. I'm going to probably take. I'll take Boise State. Montana against Grappling. I'm going to take Montana. And then Virginia over Colorado State. I'm going to take Virginia. I'm always taking the top ones. And then Howard against Wagner. I'm taking all the top ones. So those are the first 4. They filled the bracket, the main bracket. So there's 2 that have to be filled there in the Midwest, 1 in the West, 1 in the South bracket, but there's none in the East. The big ticket guys are University of Houston and University of Connecticut. The odds are University of Connecticut's going to repeat, but I think Houston. I've seen Houston play enough times to where they're gonna probably they're probably going to. So this is a big deal, March Madness, as far as that goes, and we'll see what happens with it. And let's see, what else do we have for March Madness? Anything? Any stories? Any news? Let's see, make your brackets. No, we don't want that. So I'm just checking. So it's going to be interesting to say because it's you never know what happens during March Madness as far as that goes. And let's see. Just checking some things here in the chat. And what's this Wendy's doing? Wendy's is doing something here. Let's see. USA Today. Let's see. Wendy's is introducing new orange dreamsicle frosty flavor to kick off spring. When did this happen? This is 4 days ago. Wendy's making nostalgia a flavor with their latest frosty. The newest sweet item will launch on Tuesday, March 19th. That's tomorrow, and will replace the vanilla frosty for a limited time, but beloved chocolate flavor is not going away. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then in Chick-fil-A, what's Chick-fil-A doing? The seasonal treat will combine the classic orange. Oh, is this Chick-fil-A or is this Wendy's? Oh, okay, no, this is Wendy's. The seasonal treat will combine the classic sweet orange notes flavor with the smooth vanilla frosty to form a dreamy orange cream experience. The eye-catching orange color of this treat was inspired by the spring season, and it tastes just as good as it looks. The chain says the chain of Wendy's hamburgers, and orange is the color of Syracuse, but Syracuse, they're not in the big dance this year. Okay, so there's that. That's interesting. I just came upon that. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Anything? Fish sandwich, Taco Bell finally launches its Cantina chicken menu. Okay. Just looking at the news headlines here on the thing. You got Putin raising his ugly head, warning of a full-scale. I guess he got elected as president. Like, oh, okay, who is his competition? Oh, that's right, he died. Oh, let's see what else we got. I think that's about it. We're coming up on an hour and 30 minutes, which is good. I'm not going to be going to 2 hours here. I think having the hour and a half is good. That's what I did Saturday. If I had a few more things to present, I'd go ahead and present. But we're going to go ahead and we're at 7:35 right now, and I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to feel ready. This second cup did it right here, as far as that goes, folks. And as soon as this broadcast's over, I'm going to have a third cup, and we're going to go ahead and take a walk, the missus and me, this morning, and I'll wrap this up, and we'll get our day started as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's crank that down a little bit, and let's see. In the chat, I want to say thank you for Tim Fan40 for being here. Thank you, Tim. Have a great day there in Ohio. Or no, Michigan. Steve, Big Juice is from Ohio, and we thank him for being here. Tina, our Jersey girl, was here. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tony D. He popped in before he did the FOD walk. Foreign object damage. Thank you, Tony. Salute to you, sir. My brother, veteran, my good friend, and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much. He had 52 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. 65 for the high, 44 for the low. Thank you, Tony. Be safe. And we're going to say thank you to Big Juice coming in from Ohio. Hey, and thank you for Lady Leg. She popped in here to say hi and good morning. And she's over there from Scotland. And we had a blast with our very good friend over from Ireland, Jim Figerty. Thank you, Jim. You're tops, man. You're double tops. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. It's always fun playing on this thing called Twitch with Jim, as far as the dueling live streams. So thank you, Jim. I really appreciate that. God bless you, sir. And we'll be talking with you. And I want to say thank you to the viewers here on Twitch that we're watching. Appreciate your viewership, as well as those on the replay over on Rumble and YouTube. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. But this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, and I'm also over on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads as at Fireman Rich, and on the public Facebook, just type in The Real Fireman Rich and you'll see. I post evenly across the board, but I'm primarily over on X. I'm starting to promote that more. I like what I'm seeing on X, so I'm going to say that's my mainstay on social media posting threads. But I'm on other ones, so just check them out as far as that goes. So again, Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. We got a good start to our Monday, a hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD, folks. We're off and running, working towards the weekend. You all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. Take care, folks.